Hi, everybody. At the movies with Film Brown, down here in the dark. So dark, I need sunglasses on. We're watching a film tonight that actually, when I think about it, might have been the very first German expressionist film that I ever saw. I was in high school. We had a very good public library that had a lot of prints of silent films, and I remember Waxworks being one of those, along with The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. 1923, beautiful German film, fits right in within the German expressionist movement. Nice look to this film, dark and ominous, strange patterns, actors walking in very strange ways. Conrad Veidt, for instance, as Ivan the Terrible, does a remarkable job of acting in a very stick figure-like way. Very much working with that expressionist style of acting. That's probably one of the best examples, along with his Cesare in Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. I have a feeling, and I've read this elsewhere, that Sergei Eisenstein really had Conrad Veidt's acting movements in mind when he did his Ivan the Terrible Part 1 and 2. So if you have a chance to see them, you might see where he got some of his ideas. This film was directed by Paul Lenny. Paul Lenny would later go on to work in the United States and make a couple, remarkable little movies. Cat and the Canary. Seen that a number of years ago. Nice film. Likewise, he shot The Man Who Laughs. Got a little piece of sheet music from that. That also starred Conrad Veidt. And it also is a remarkable little movie. It's got Mary Philbin. You might remember Mary Philbin from the Phantom of the Opera. Paul Lenny died just before sound came along. He died of blood poisoning, so it's a kind of a sad story about Paul Lenny. He could have went on to do some remarkable works. This film, too, has some interesting things about it as well. One, I'm not sure how far out on a limb I want to go with this notion, but one of the traditions in horror is the omnibus film. A film that is a collection of short stories. This Waxworks is an omnibus story. It deals with William Dieterle, who also will become a director later on, on his own right at Warner Brothers. But William Dieterle, who is hired by a Waxworks operator at a carnival, very Caligari-like carnival setting, to write stories about some of his Waxworks figures. And three of those figures is this Arab sheik type of guy who was played by Emil Jannings. Remember Emil Jannings from The Last Laugh and The Blue Angel. Likewise, we have, Conrad Veidt as the Ivan the Terrible. And we have Werner Krauss playing sort of a Jack the Ripper type figure. Remember Werner Krauss played Caligari in The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This film looks fantastic. Just had a chance to rescreen it a little while ago. Beautiful. Now, the print that we have, sorry folks, I must beg forgiveness, but the print that we have is not necessarily the most pristine. There are moments where it gets a little dark, but we take them as we find them. Actually, it adds a quality to these films. It reminds me when I first saw them on the old 8mm projector, and the reels fell off of the projector and rolled down, or the film got stuck in the gate and we got some great burn imagery. Love that burn imagery. Waxworks, 1923. Paul Lenny, William Dieterle, Emil Jannings, Conrad Veidt, Werner Krauss. Can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong at all. Well, folks, have fun. Write me an email. Write me. Don't want to be alone down here. Roll 'em, Smokey.